This edition of MacVoices is brought to you by SaneBox, the best way to take control of your out-of-control email. For a free trial and a $10 credit, visit sanebox.com/MacVoices. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at Macworld iWorld 2014. I'm in the Vanatoo booth talking to Rick about the Vanatoo speakers, which are very, very high-quality speakers. Unfortunately, the music you're hearing is not from the Vanatoo. They're from the band playing on the stage behind the camera, but, you know, that's the way it goes. John, it's good to see you.
Thank you, Chuck. I'm glad to have you stop by.
Yeah, I'm sorry we got here just as the band was starting, but yeah. So I've seen nothing but great things about the Vanatoo speaker. What makes it different than so many of the other speakers we're seeing on the floor?
Well, we approach the powered speakers as an audiophile product, and so we put a lot of quality into the speakers. First thing that's one of the big differences in these speakers of others is in a box, a very small box, we go down to a true 48 hertz. And that's not done in a lot of speakers these days, and particularly in a small box like that. The other thing that makes us very different is that we have digital ins built into the speakers. So you can go in through coax, USB, or optical, all good for 96K 24 bits, directly into the speaker. So you don't need an external DAC. And we have the obligatory analog in as well. So we can connect in a myriad of ways to a bunch of different products. You can go directly into your laptop. You can come out through USB directly into the speakers. You can come out of your optical from your MacBook Pro. If you want to go, the simplest connections come out of your iPhone with the analog jack right out of the bottom of the iPhone right into our analog in. So there's almost every piece of gear that you have that makes audio can plug into these speakers, and we have a high quality output to boot.
It's kind of refreshing to hear someone that deals in audiophile quality say, oh, you can go from your iPhone, because the audiophile people seem to be a little snobby about what gets plugged in and doesn't get plugged in. Do you have any extra enhancements that maybe make the iPhone audio sound better, or do you just take it as it is and punch it out?
We basically take it as it is. The key is that the speakers themselves are high quality, and so we just do a good job of reproducing what you provide us. So if you can get the digital out some way, it's better to let us do the D to A conversion and not go into the analog. But we'll do a pretty good job just on the analog. And most people here at the show, we're just playing out of analog, right out of an iPhone, and the sound is great. It's not as loud as this, but it's great.
When I was able to hear it, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
And I noticed too that these are not light speakers. I mean, these are serious speakers.
Right. They're made out of 3/4 inch MDF, so they're built like an audiophile speaker. They have real cherry wood veneer. The woofer is what is the key to it. It's a patented woofer with a very heavy magnet. And the patent is not our patent, but it's one that we license from someone else. It tends to linearize the woofer, which woofers tend to be very nonlinear. Speaker motors in general tend to be nonlinear, but with this technology we linearize it. And what that means to the user is the bass and the mids don't get all muddled together. They stay very clear, very transparent, and that's where we came up with the name Transparent. We believe that a speaker should be like window glass and just reproduce the music that it's given and not try to color it in any way.
And that also is an interesting philosophy, because some do try to color it. They try to put back things that might have been lost in compression instead of just accepting what is the way it is.
Yes, we try to reproduce it just as we receive it. So if the sound is not good coming to us, we're not going to try and doctor it.
What kind of pricing do we have for these?
We sell them on Amazon, and they come in two finishes, black and cherry. They're both real cherry veneer. One is painted black, the other one is a hand rub finish. The black ones are sold for $4.99. We pay the shipping. That's for the pair. The cherry ones are $50 more, $5.49.
I think the cherries are worth it, because the cherries are just gorgeous.
Yes, yeah, it's a very nice job. The factory does a great job on the finish. They have a great woodworking factory. Yeah.
So where do we send people to learn more about the speakers? And you said they're available on Amazon, but what's the website?
You go to www.vanatoo.com. That's VANATOO.com. And that's our website. We have a lot of information. In fact, we don't, we give people a lot of information about our speakers. Where other people try to cloak it, maybe we give you everything that all the information we got. And give us a call. We'd love to talk to you.
Thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it. Sorry we caught you with the band, but that just shows you how important audio is.
Yep. Okay, that's right. Thank you, Chuck.
I'm trying to sell it, Frank.
All right.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. We'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching. Camera work by John Zakowski of Azimuth Productions Video San Francisco at videosanfrancisco.com. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, app.net, Google+, and Facebook. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the MacVoices Dispatch, to stay up to date with all the latest MacVoices news from our front page or at MacVoices.com/newsletter. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com.